You go and see Sir Alex because you think that you're not impacting games as much as you wish, and between you decide, okay, that's it. Then you decide to come back. How did the comeback manifest itself?
I'd been. He wanted me originally to come back and coach the reserve team with Warren Joyce, under 23s, I think they call it now. And I said in September I'll come back, so I had a good 3 or 4 months with the family. Had some nice holidays and came back in September. Started helping Joyce. He started training with him more than often than that. I was training every day with the likes of Pogba, Lingard. It was that Lionel Cote. It was all these type of players who were a really good side, and I was loving training. I was getting as fit as anybody knows. Joyce's training is, he's like a sergeant major. He has the fittest team at the football club without a shadow of a doubt. And I was fit. I felt great. It got to December time. The team was struggling a little bit. They had a load of injuries. No central midfield players really. I think they ended up playing Phil Jones and Fabio De Silva in centre midfield in a game. I think it was against Blackburn at Old Trafford, and they really struggled. I think, funnily enough, that was the end of Pogba that night, because he thought he should have been playing in centre midfield that night instead of them two. Whereas it happens, he was playing in the reserve team, wasn't doing well enough in the reserve team to warrant that. So I went to Joyce and I just said, look, I'm thinking of coming back. I think I spoke to Gary Neville, spoke to Phil Neville, see what they thought about it.
And I bet their reaction was yes, yeah?
There was, yeah. Gaz especially was the one who encouraged me to go and see Mick Phelan. I went to see his assistant manager. I went to his office, and I was nervous about doing it because I thought, really? What are they going to say? What if he says no? But I'd made my mind. If he'd have said no, I'd have gone on to play for somebody else. I just wanted to.
So at that point, you were coming back.
Yeah. I was coming back. Whatever happened, whether it was for another team. Also, I didn't want to play for another team. Obviously, I wanted to play for United. So I went to see Mick, and Mick thought it was a great idea.
Sir Alex. Did he in any?
Well, that was the next stage. Yeah. It's all right. Mick think it was a great idea. Does the manager think it's a great idea? So, day after, still nervous, knocked on his door and said, "Look, I'm thinking of coming back to play." And he said, "Great," straight away. He said, "Let me ring David Gill and we'll sort your contract out."
Wow. And then he didn't tell the players. Is that right? You were on the. Why was that?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to keep it quiet. We was playing City away, and he said, "Just come to the Hotel La Lowry on the." I think it was a Saturday night. I think he was playing them on a Sunday, and he said, "Just come and sit on the staff table, have a glass of wine, or maybe half a glass of wine with us. Just don't say a word." And then I get to the ground the next day, and I know what's going on, so I'm obviously a little bit nervous at that point, wondering what lads are going to think. And we get in the dressing room and my shirt's there, and I'm named as substitute.
So do you think that was a bit of mind games from Sir Alex? Something just to inspire those lads? Because did he tell them in the dressing room when you finally got to the ground, or what?
Yeah, I think he just announced it in the dressing room.
The team sheet up, and there you were on the
bed. Yeah, he said Scholes is going to be sub. He's back.
And the reaction from your teammates?
It was good. I was with Danny.
Laughing.
What are you doing there?
I remember Danny Welbeck was the one next to me. He said, I knew something was going on. I knew something was going on. Because I've been training. I was supposed to play a reserve game the week before against Newcastle, but we got called off. So I'd been training. I think I trained once with the first team before I came back. I had to sort some boots out. I had to go down to the local shop and buy a pair of.
You didn't?
A pair of cheap boots, yeah. Because I didn't have a sponsor. I didn't have a tie. We couldn't let Nike know because it'd be obvious. So I was coming back. So I didn't know at the time, but the boots I got were a little bit of a rip-off, I think. 50,
so you just went down to your local sports shop and bought some boots to play for your Man United comeback?
Yep. And I always remember the game itself. I think we were 3-0 up when I came on against 10 men, and it went to 3-2. I gave the first goal away, and I thought, what am I doing? I remember David Platt was. He was coach, I think, was it Mancini, I think? Yeah. He was assistant manager of Mancini, and I'm warming up, and the manager says, right, come on, 3-0 up, half an hour to go and play the last half an hour. So I'm taking my gear off, and David Platt said to me, what the hell are you doing? No idea, I don't know. I wish he hadn't done it. At that time I was thinking, what am I doing here? Coming onto a game, you're playing against a really good City team. Obviously you think it's quite comfortable, 3-0 up. Yeah. Half an hour to go, 20 minutes to go, and I think I gave a bad pass for a throw-in. Sergio Aguero nipped onto it and scored. So it's 3-1. You think it's still comfortable, it'll still be an easy game. Then they score again, and you're panicking and thinking, what have I just done? And then from then, that season was great. I did, you know, we almost won the league. City obviously won it with Aguero in the last minute, which was disappointing. I really wish I'd stopped then. That was enough really, because you know we got to the next season. The manager gave me another year, but I was gone the first time. I was definitely gone this time. I remember playing a game against Tottenham at home. It's only the third, fourth game of the season. I think we got beat at home 3-2. I played all right in possession, but I remember Dembele just cruising past me, Gareth Bale. I know they cruised past me, but I just think I was watching, thinking I can't do this anymore, and just got through the season. I wanted to retire again very early that season, but I just thought it looked stupid. It'd been a bit embarrassing. I had to try and stay around and just try and help the team when I could.
You know what I find really interesting about that story is for a player so talented and so skilled, who found, from the outside looking on, found the game so easy, was the amount of nerves you had, whether it was speaking to Mike Phelan, knocking on Sir Alex's door, warming up on the side of the pitch, that, you know, Paul Scholes was anxious about coming and playing a game of football, or a bit nervous about how it would go.
You hadn't played a game for 6 months, and this is, it's not just some League One team, League Two. This is the team that are challenging for the league title. At the time, were looking like they weren't going to challenge for the league title, and you're seeing legends of the game. Sir Alex Ferguson to go and knock on his door and ask him. It's scary, because he could just say no. He said, no, what you think? No, what you're thinking about. It could have gone totally the opposite way, and I was grateful that he said, yeah, it could have been a mistake. It was obviously a gamble for him, but I think in the 6 months, like I say, 6 months towards the end, I did okay. It was disappointing City won the league. That was a big thing at the end of it, but I wish now, looking back, that I'd stopped then, really.